Hello and welcome to a review of Antihero, developed by Tim Conkling and published by Versus Evil. And it is a indie turn-based strategy game that's very board game-ish in a sense. It feels almost like a digital board game, and it's pretty neat. So in Antihero you play a master thief whose goal is to take over a city over your opponent. You can play it in a campaign against an AI, or you can play it in online against a human player, and there's a skirmish also against an AI. And I'll show you the skirmish. I played through the campaign. It's not super long, like 6-7 hours, depending on which difficulty you played. I played it on normal. I haven't really tried the hard mode yet, but I do intend in the future. And the normal difficulty felt pretty decent difficulty for me. I had some missions where times were pretty tough, and some missions that were fairly easy. A couple of the first missions of the campaign also are like tutorial to the game, so if you are looking to get like a introduction how to play the game, definitely check the campaign first. But let's pop to the online mode quickly. I'll show you a bit of that here. So here's my account, and I'm actually having a casual match against Lord Kosk here. And there's two options for multiplayer in this game, the live match and the casual match. So live match is what you think it is. It's a real-time match against a human player, and the casual match is a asynchronous match. It's basically, if you're an old fart like me and remember play by email games, it's basically that. So you can do your turn, submit your turn, and then your opponent can basically do his turn or her turn, and then it gets thrown back to you, so you kind of bounce back and forth. And you don't need to be playing at the same time, basically. You can just do your moves, and then let your opponent respond to those, and go like that. So it's actually kind of cool that they included this asynchronous casual match mode into the game as well, in addition to the live real-time match. So you can enjoy the game in both ways, and it's pretty cool. And matches are not usually that long, so it doesn't take billion years to complete a match against a human player or an AI. Although it might take a while if you're playing a casual match, and it takes a day to answer. But anyways, just wanted to show you this live match and the casual match, and they're really cool that they added both those options. Let's go back in here. I'll do the skirmish, one of the skirmish missions for you. So where is the AI or a hot seat, so you can play home as well, and you can customize the rules for a match and also how difficult the match will be. We'll just go on a normal mode, and we'll keep a map default and everything else kind of default as well. But you can customize the matches as well to your liking. So we'll just take a random map, I guess. Or actually, let's go for the big map, big city, and go from there. If you play the campaign, you'll notice or remember probably these some of these maps, and they have special things depending on the map as they get. So you see the War of the Masquerade, the Palace, and the big city, and they have map specific special conditions. Actually, let's go for the Wharf, and we'll go from there. And you can select your avatar, which I have not unlocked all of them yet, it seems. So we'll just get Lightfinger, who is the main character of the story, and then go back to the normal, it seems. Next, and play versus an AI. And we are in the big city, so we need to infiltrate church for blackmail, bribes from a guild, or do contracts for skulls. And here we are, inside the game. Open up this. So, the point of this game is to win over your opponent, take over the city, and win through victory points. In the campaign, the different missions have their own different conditions as well. So, there might be alternative victory conditions in some of them. But basically, in this one we have 5 victory points we need to get before our opponent gets those. And you play as one of the master thieves. He scouts a city and burgles buildings and cannot be attacked at all. Here's your money, and here's your lanterns. Money is used to buy and recruit things, so that's just easy. troops down here, and then lanterns are used for research. And research is shown here, so you have a skullduggery, sneakery, and stabbery as your 3 options here. Also, you have the bribes here, and there's 3 bribes you can buy between players, so whoever gets them first gets them, and the other one cannot buy them, and they count as a victory point. So you can use lanterns for victory points, you can kill assassination targets for victory points, and you can also get them from churches in this map. There is also alternative ones. And for the first turn, we want to unlock cooking, which gives us urchins, and gives 1 free urchin as well. So we'll have this for a starter, as we start with 1 lantern. And then here's our character and the urchin. So urchin can be used to infiltrate buildings, and we'll get a building as soon as possible. So here's my guild, and there's the enemy's guild. So basically where you can see kind of where they start around and move from. The map is initially covered in this fog, and you need to scout it with your hero. And we see that there's a frigid heart trading house there. You can see also a lot of these other question marks, which are also similar special buildings as the trading house here, but we don't know what they are and which tile of this block they are in. They could be any of these buildings, could be one of these. You can also burgle buildings like this one for money and different things, usually money. But let's just scout this part of the road here, and it removes the fog there, and we permanently see now what happens on that road there. And we'll burgle into the frigid heart trading house. It also kind of scouts the building at the same time, which allows us to send infiltrators there. So you need to first use the Master Thief to check out the area, and then you can send your minions do your bidding. And you can see down here the trading house gives us 1 lantern per turn, and it gives us extra lanterns if you have 3 urchins in there. So we'll just burgle that, and we get some money, and which was actually a lantern from there, and we'll send him to infiltrate there, the trading house. We also, since we did gain 1 extra lantern, and now we are getting extra lantern each turn thanks to having 1 urchin in the house there. We might be able to buy a second. Yeah, we have enough for a second upgrade. So normally you can usually just buy 1, but you are allowed to buy more than 1 if you happen to have enough lantern points. But you should usually spend them immediately when you can to upgrade your things. At least that's how I like to play game. And the cost goes up, so if you buy 1 this turn, the other ones have a higher cost on that turn, but they go down again on the second turn. So I'm gonna go get the bribery, the scout in there, which gives us additional action on our hero. So actions on your hero are of course important, because that's for scouting, that's for checking out buildings, that's for killing enemy units and all kinds of things. So action points on your Master Thief is very, very important. Let's just check out this corner here. So we got some more research from here, and we can burgle it again since there's money back there, and there's an estate in that corner. Estates are usually really good for money. They have artworks which give you lanterns when you get them, and they have diamonds or jewelry which gives you also money, quite a lot actually. But they are also protected. There is a guard you need to kill, but using estates whenever they respawn their materials in there is very, very, very good. And we're done, so we'll just go for the next turn. So we got a lantern from the trading house, and we have 2 again. So at the end of the turn, your buildings pay off. And there went the ES turn. So we see there's an enemy in there. These are very likely NPC units. We don't know what they are yet. So in addition to having your units on the map and your enemy's units on the map, there is also basically an NPC faction, these purple guys. One of them being Mrs. Blimber here, who is the assassination target, which will net us 1 victory point. and she has 4 health. But we don't have any damage abilities yet or anything. We could get a dagger here, which would allow us to do 1 damage, or we could get a gang, which allows us to do damage on enemies and also evict enemy urchins. But we don't really need that yet. We could check out... Let's go here, and I'm gonna check what is there. So the enemy has actually hired already a gang. So this gang has 1 attack, 1 eviction, and 2 health. And he can't do anything for my guy here, but he can start killing these enemies, and he can also start evicting my guys out of there, which we of course do not want to happen. So I'm gonna check out this building here and hope for something nice. So there's actually another trading house there, which we didn't get. So I'm also gonna get my own gang going. So let's buy a gang. Buy a gang and also urchin, and almost all of these gives you a free one of those. So that's why she also had Emma had their gang. So we have a gang now as well. And I'm gonna use my gang and just go,
let's go.
Stab him in the face for 1 damage. So preferably next turn I can actually kill the gang as well, and we'll end our turn. So Master Thief goes back to the guild, and our gang stays on the map and can be killed now. She infiltrated the building, and she didn't do anything else. And I think we saw her move the unit in there, because that spawned basically on her turn. I'm gonna scout and see if it is actually in there, and it is. So let's go check the trading house here. So we're gonna send more people in there for more lanterns. Only one guy needs to be invested, which is quite nice. And I'm gonna also check out this here.
Is that all?
And hopefully hit the building. No, I didn't. About money. Money is always nice still. Once you've burgled these twice, or someone has burgled these twice, they cannot be burgled again. So whoever first gets all the money out of the buildings or any other stuff that's in there, he or she will get it, and the other opponent, well, he will be missing those. So there's a bank here. Banks give you money, 1 per turn and 3 if you have 3 guys. Banks are really valuable because money allows you to buy all the things. And we'll send our murder squad.
Of course.
Stab their gang out. And as the gang kills something, they get an upgrade. Gold per kill, damage on kill, and eviction ability. I'm gonna go for a damage, so we're gonna control the area better. I like to play very aggressive and bother my enemies with with my gang. So let's see, what can we do here? So we could get a dagger. We could go for a lantern lighter, which might go for extra lantern generation. We could go for a tugs. That comes from brewing. So these tugs are basically these units that you can put on a tile. For example, here we could put a tug in that tile, and it would prevent movement of the enemy units. Also, gang prevents movement of the enemy units, and also these NPC units prevent movement. So you can block off sections of the city and kind of guard areas with the gang. Gangs can be also used to increase the health of tugs can be used to increase the health of the gang, so we can use these guys for this guy, which is pretty awesome. We could also go for explosives, which gives us a saboteur, which allows us to plant traps into buildings. So for example, if I put a trap here or in the bank, and Emma would come to scout the building, she would be stunned and she would lose all the action points for that turn, and she would not explore the building as well, which is really cool. And you can plant them all over the city, and it's really frustrating when an enemy does that for you. If you are suspecting the enemy is using a lot of saboteurs, always use your action points on like scouting and things you know that are not gonna stun you, and then use the last action point to the building you think that might be booby trapped, so that if you do lose your turn or action points, you only lose that last one. But there is also a penalty on that if you get stunned, you will lose a coin to the enemy, which is quite bad. It's also really bad with when you're using some of the higher level units. There is here a truant officer who will evict all urchins from a business, which is really powerful. But it only has 1 health, and if it hits a bomb, enemy will very likely go and kill your truant officer, which is really bad for you. So we're gonna just hire 1 more urchin and throw it into the trading house to get some lanterns, and I think we'll grab the lamplighter there. Also, if you don't want anything on your turn, or you don't have enough lanterns, you can always go for charity, so you can get money or lanterns always every turn from here, which can be really powerful, especially if you need money. Yeah, you can get it from there. But it also will prevent you from buying any extra lantern upgrades at the same time. So it will totally lock out the upgrade window for you instead, and doesn't allow you to take multiples. So you have to choose upgrading aura or the charity. And we'll go for the next turn. And there we go, our lanterns are popping. So I think I'm in a very good commanding position over my enemy here, because we have our gang. She doesn't have a gang at the moment, and she only has 1 building here, which is very likely a trading house like mine over here. And I'm actually gonna go and scout
Is that all?
the building. There it goes. They have 3 in there, so if she's getting more research or lanterns from there than I am at the moment. I'm gonna go also check out the bank.
On my way. Ah, for me.
And then we're probably gonna check out this one as well.
On my way.
Hopefully we'll hit the actual building. Oh, it's in the corner there. It's a Strange Fellows Club, and this building allows you to lower your tug cost by 1, and it allows you to get health on your gangs and thugs if you have 3 guys in there, which is really powerful. And since we don't have anything to kill at the moment, we don't see any enemies, I'm gonna use the eviction ability, and I'm gonna start kicking these urchins out of the building here. Just kicking one of them out will already drop the lantern generation from that building. Unless she buys a new guy in there, and of course that's gonna cost her more money, which is always nice for us. And I increased the gang's lantern, or not lantern, the eviction ability, so now he will kick two of them out next turn, and then 3 when it's fully upgraded, so you can basically empty full houses like that. AI really likes to use the sisters, which is the assassin. You get a free assassin that does 6 damage pretty much anywhere on the board, so they like killing your high level gangs with this. And let's see, I'm gonna buy an urchin into the bank.
Right, then.
So we'll start generating money also every turn now. So I have now 2 lantern generation, 3 lantern from my hero or my upgrader, and then the bank. She has only one lantern generation at the moment, so we're doing good. And I'm gonna also get expert scout, which allows us to scout even more with our hero here. I think we are gonna just check out that. Get some movement space. So there's one of the NPC units. This one will block movement, but it's only 1 health. And it's really good to scout these and kill them as well. Especially with your gang, because it allows you to upgrade your gang. And if your gang is upgraded with a lot of bonus money from kills, you can gain a lot of money that way. And looks like she made another gang that killed a dude in there. They're hiding there. And also a guard and a something. So we'll go and scout out that unit again, which allows us to go and no, don't evict. Well, I guess we evicted everyone from there. I'm kind of okay with that. Let's get more damage. And well, since we evicted everyone and stopped them from getting lanterns, I'm just gonna get my guy in there and take over the business. And I guess I'm gonna get a dagger for my own hero, so that we can stab that guy. He's kind of stuck in there, so he can only. Well, actually, he can go there, which means we're gonna lose him, unless we boost his health somehow, which means get some money, I guess.
Yes.
I'm gonna check out this. This will give us money regardless, and there's a church. So church gives you 1 money when you have a guy in there, and church gives you also a victory point if you have 3 guys in there. But you will lose that victory point if he gets killed. I actually need a lantern. So I made a mistake here for sure. So we'll probably lose our gang due to the misplay. But this is how this game is. So I'm gonna just expand my territory there. Not much I can do. Too bad. We'll just have to start leveling up a new gang. Unless the AI does something dumb and doesn't actually attack me, which would be a bad idea. There she goes, stealing the monies from the building. And yeah, there he goes. Just stabby stab. And this guy is a Tog, so he's preventing my movement there now. And they're doing triple damage, or not more guarding. Oh, they're really boosting the health, it seems. So I think we are gonna be able to handle their gang out now. So I'm gonna go and upgrade my dagger. 2 damage, and I'm gonna just go and stab you in the face, and we're gonna get another gang recruited. And I'm using the gang to finish up these units, so that the upgrade goes for the gang. If the hero kills them, you just get 1 coin, but this way you can upgrade your gang and get more out of that. And I guess we'll check out these buildings. So there's another estate on the side there, and we'll check out this. So I just wanna spot all this. There's a lot of estates in here, which is actually really good for money. So I'm gonna scout these. So this is an estate that we scouted. On the first scouting, you don't get anything out of that. You see there's money, you see there's artwork that's locked currently, so we will have to get art critic. You can also have jewelry, then you need to get that jewelry unlock. And you need to also kill the guard first in there to get the stuff. But it's very, very valuable to get the stuff from these. Since I do have some extra coins and research, I'm gonna get the brewing, which gives us access to Tugs and also a free Tug. I'm gonna use the free Tug to upgrade our gang with the health. And let's get 1 urchin into the bank.
Right away.
And maybe next turn get 1 more in there for 3 coins. So early game in this game is really just kind of securing your resource making, getting coins, getting lanterns, and making sure the enemy doesn't take over the whole city. And I like keeping their gangs down, so that they don't have this really, really powerful gang just killing all the NPCs for money and all that. Because I want to be the one doing that. So I'm gonna immediately scout where they send their gang, and
Let's go.
let's go get some gang on gang action. I like to keep them down. Let's get Golden Kill, because we might be doing some killing and sweeping there. And let's check out the church. More scouting, always good. You can also see these footsteps here, which is the area she has scouted.
Beautiful.
So you can know which area she sees and which she doesn't, and also you can kind of hide your unit. So if, for example, this would be somewhere here, she wouldn't know that we actually have a gang in there. But now she does know, so she'll probably send something to murder our poor gang in there. Let's check out this. There's another church in there. So all the estates there, all the churches over there. Well, that's good for us. So I'm gonna go and just grab a church for us, which gives us even more money. And we're gonna get that second guy and get a bank. Also, if you notice, the first guy in your turn costs 3 coins, second is 4, then a 5, etc. There is an orphanage building that lowers the cost of your urchins as well, which can be really powerful. So she doesn't actually have any building. So truant officer would be nice, but in this situation not so much. And I think we're gonna get... We could get this one next turn if we save some points. So that's a first bribe and gives us a first victory point. Maybe some money also would be handy. Let's get the explosives. So we could get access to jewelry after that. So this gives us the saboteur unit, which allows us to reveal buildings or trap buildings. And I'm gonna actually trap a trading house next to their guild there. If they're trying to get it back, they're gonna have some bad time coming. So she's a bit in trouble since she has kind of explored this area and most of the buildings, I would imagine, at this point. So there's no more money here, and she doesn't have any of the money-generating buildings like the church or a bank. I'm in control of 2 of them now, and I'll try to get the last one as well. So they combine here, and they're throwing out my urchin from my bank, trying to lower my money income. And she does get some money from that as well. But we are not taking this lightly, and we'll definitely kill you. Bring our gang.
Let's go.
Get a couple coins. So their units are now basically money for me, which is really great. We'll just get one more attack, so we don't need to use you to attack. Let's check out this area here. There's our assassination target, so we could use an attack on her next turn from both of our characters and get a victory point by just killing her.
On my way.
Killing her. That will of course make a moment for them to bring in some units, but hopefully they don't. We'll recruit another urchin into the church. We need to replenish the guy that was killed from the bank. And I'm gonna buy my bribe as well. So here we go. Bribe delivered. So we got 1 victory point now. And the next one will cost more lanterns, so getting victory points or bribes early this way is really nice. And we're gonna get a second one next turn from killing the assassination target, and then we can the next turn after that we can actually buy 1 more bribe, and then we can pretty much win almost. Trying to attack my guys, not acceptable. So our bomb fizzled there. They only last for 2 turns. Same as the thugs, they go away after a couple turns. Let's get called for more kills now. I'm gonna have to get some support on him. I'm gonna go. I think we're actually waiting for next turn before killing her. Might be the best option. Yeah, we'll go get some art critic stuff done. So we'll rob a Mona Lisa from here. Estate, kill the guard. Grab the Mona Lisa for 2 lanterns. And then we grab the money from there as well. Really nice, really nice for us. And let's see. Let's scout those. I might want to kill those. And we want to kind of go to the estate. So 12 monies, 5 research. We could actually go for a second research this turn, or we could just wait. Let's wait and hire another guy. And I will toss it into a church.
Right away.
And another one into a church.
Let's go.
So now we're ready to load 2 more guys in there. Get 2 victory points. Get 1 victory point from killing her, and then 1 victory point from bribing. And we'll probably win actually next turn, unless the AI does something radical. But I doubt she has anything. But who knows? Who knows? She might actually kill my. Oh, hey, she brought out.
Right this way.
One of these and killed my urchins there. So
Hush now.
that is a one-time unit that just removes all the urchins in the building, and she's gonna. Oh, surprised! I thought she would go to the church herself. And they are still trying to kill my urchin group. So maybe my gang. So maybe we don't actually win this turn.
Hello.
So we're gonna start by stabbing you, and then we'll finish off the lady.
Sure.
And get our contract completed. And a bit more money. And let's get more damage. So I'm gonna buy the bribe again. So we have one more victory point, getting closer and closer to victory. And I'm gonna
Hello.
get my. Oh, he's blocking my way, so we cannot actually send troops to the church currently, since this guy is in the way. In that case, let's infiltrate this. And also I'm gonna buy 2 more health for our group here, or gangs, because he's gonna hit for 1 and she might hit for 1. She could hit for 2 if she upgrades the dagger, so we'll have to be careful. Careful with that. And we cannot assassinate any of these because we already used it. So let's go scout here. And let's go scout here. And let's go scout the estate as well. Another artwork in there. Nice. And I guess we'll be done. She doesn't actually know where my gang is unless she scouts in there. She will see that there is one of these hooded stranger in there, but we'll see. We'll see what she does.
I am here.
Another assassination targeted in there. She did scout my guy, but didn't actually seem to have stabbed her. And he's just going for an eviction. Slow down my victory, naturally. And actually blocks the church as well, and puts a guy in there. Really going for that blockage in there. Turn 11. Well, we are really close. Oh, another one in there.
Yeah.
So let's get rid of you. We could have killed also this assassination target. Let's scout that. I'm gonna stab and get him ready to die next turn. And we cannot take any of the estates, but that doesn't mean we cannot do scouting. Ah, orphanage fund. So this will make future orphans more cheaper. Just put a an orphan in there. So that's a great building to find. They give urchins -1 cost, and then urchins can evict enemies, which is a really great power as well.
Let's go.
Put a guy in there, and I think we'll put one more in there to get the blackmail.
I'm on it.
And now that I should be... Well, she could destroy that and win. Or prevent me from winning. But we should be able to buy the final bribe and win the game now. So we are just gonna get some extra gold. Which I'll use to get some more health for our gang.
Okay.
5 health is the max on the gang, so we cannot max it more. She could technically use an assassin, I guess, but I don't think she has enough resources to get an assassin going. So we have 2 options of winning now: killing the assassination target for Skull, or buying the last lantern bribe, and both of those will net us a win.
In my pocket.
So disrupt him. Well, I guess you can do that as well, and drop my victory point. It's not gonna help. So she killed one of the urchins in there, dropped our victory point. Doesn't help her enough. Which is
Let's go.
get the assassination point. Assassination points are nice because you cannot get rid of them. So once I get skulls, they are there forever. And same for these bribes. So I feel bribes and assassinations are usually the better one to get, since the blackmailing can be disrupted. There we go. And a victory. One more burglary. Now we'll just submit turn and win that. So that's basically Antihero. So that was the skirmish against an AI, a normal AI. And it was fairly easy, especially when you know the game and you've played through the campaign, but it's still a really damn good game. I highly recommend picking this up when it comes out on Steam on July 10th. And both the campaign is really fun. The skirmish against AI is also pretty great. I hope they eventually add more maps. So currently there is only these on this pre-release review version of the game I'm playing. So I hope they add more map variety, and maybe even some DLC, because I would like to see definitely more about this game. The campaign was really fun, and it kind of hints at the end of the campaign as you play through it that there might be something more coming up later as well. But yeah, the campaign is not that long. It's like I said in the start of this video, 6-7 hours. So there's not that much, unless you play normal, then play again through hard, and then it's another 6-7 hours for you, so pretty nice. But yeah, highly recommended Antihero by Tim Conkling and published by Versus Evil. And thank you for watching this very long review of the game, since I wanted to show you one full match against an AI, and it took a bit longer than I expected. But anyways, and if you like this review, check out the other reviews, let's plays, and all the other content on the YouTube channel, and check out the live stream on nard.tv, where we play a lot of strategy games, building games, management games, and stuff like that, like the Curator Group, and also Switch games, especially on Sundays. So come around, check out what's going on, say hello, and I'll see you guys next time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again later. So bye bye.